We're live from the hive, previously recorded, of course. This video is intended for those who are thinking about becoming a beekeeper. And I'm going to talk about the 5 different ways that you can acquire honeybees. Coming to you in 5 seconds. If you're a brand new beekeeper, this video is for you. 5 ways to acquire honeybees. And I'm going to do them in order of the least favorable to the most favorable if you're first trying to get honeybees. Before I start the countdown, I always recommend a brand new beekeeper or someone who wants to be a beekeeper, find a beekeeping mentor. It'll save you a lot of time and possible aggravation. So coming in at number 5 is a swarm trap, but usually swarm traps are used by beekeepers who are already established, and they keep them nearby in a tree about 10 or 15 feet in the air nearby their apiary in case they missed in their inspections swarm cells in one of their colonies. So if they do swarm, the hope is those honeybees will go to the swarm box. If you are good with your hands, you can make your own swarm box, but check the dimensions. Dimensions are very important in beekeeping. Usually these swarm boxes contain frames and foundation and may be baited with lemongrass oil, beeswax, or better yet, old honeycomb or old brood comb to draw in a swarm of bees. Coming in at number 4 is a cutout. Beekeepers use the term cutout to describe a process. Honeybees that have established their home in, say, someone's home, in the walls of a home or in a ceiling or an old garage or an old shed, and honeybees are living in there, beekeepers will go in, open up the wall or ceiling and cut the honeycomb out and remove the bees safely. It's called a cutout. Now, I wouldn't recommend this for your first time trying to acquire honeybees unless you have a mentor with you that knows the ropes, been there, done that. But that's another option for you. Maybe even further down the road, you can help people out by doing cutouts. Coming in at number 3 is to catch a swarm. Swarms are an absolute blast to catch. You're helping people out, you're saving the honeybees, and you're giving them a new home. But as a new beekeeper with brand new Langstroth equipment, and probably no one knows yet that you're really a beekeeper, the likelihood of you getting a swarm is a little low, but you never know. Coming in at number 2 are packaged bees. You can always purchase packaged bees, but again, I refer you to check with your beekeeping mentor before you buy packaged bees and start with a brand new Langstroth hive because you have no drawn comb. Packaged bees come in what I've always described as like a shoebox with screens on both sides so that the bees can breathe. And also in the center, there's a can of sugar water for them to feed on. That's why they're all balled up in the center there. They're around the sugar water, staying fed and keeping warm at the same time. But inside those bees as well is a caged queen. If you install packaged bees in a brand new Langstroth hive, it could be hard on those bees with no drawn comb. You have to remember that honeybees are going to use a lot of resources drawing out wax for that queen to lay eggs. That queen could already be fertilized and ready to lay eggs. And depending on weather conditions, it could be hard on the honeybees. Check with your beekeeping mentor before you use packaged bees in a brand new Langstroth hive. Coming in at number 1 is a nuke. I would acquire a Nucleus Colony. If you're a brand new beekeeper with no drawn comb and a brand new Langstroth hive, the way to go, in my opinion, is to buy a Nucleus Colony. It's an already working and operating colony of honeybees. It includes a laying queen, worker bees, and drone bees, and they're working away all ready to go. All you have to do basically is to put them in your new Langstroth hive and let them fill that box out and then up. That's my high recommendation for acquiring bees at number 1. Life is great on the bee side. Life is good on the bee side. You never know what you're going to get. Life is like a swarm of bees.